All right, shalom, shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. All right, worthy to be accounted double honors for teaching us this truth. And peace and salutation to all you came out there preaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth for truth and sincerity in your hearts, and for the love of the gospel. All right, shalom. This is Indiana, GMS Indiana, coming with you another sit down. All right, I'm Shamaria.
Hashem Yashala.
Khan. All right. And we coming with another father son sit down. All right, but this sit down is going to be about the people that we're supposed to be teaching. Man, they hate us. You know, the people that we're supposed to be enlightening. All right, the people that needs salvation. All right, the ones that the 2/3 of our nation that need salvation, they hate us. You know, but it's prophesied, you know, and that's what we're going to get into. We're going to get into the prophecies of the people being hated. So if you hate it, and if you're a prophet and you're going through turmoil about people hating you, then just know that it's written. All right, this is Amos 5, verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. All right, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Why is that? Why do they hate him that rebuketh in the gate? The scriptures talk about they hate the light. All right, at least their evil deeds will be reproved. See, these people evil deeds is their sin. All right, they hate the light because they don't want to correct their evil ways. You know. Let me get that real quick. I think it's
I got something. This is St. John. Looks like it. This is St. John 15 and 18. He said,
Okay.
This is St. John. I'm gonna start at 15. I'm gonna start at 16 because this is what he ordained us, man.
You said 15?
You know? Yeah, I'm gonna start at 15 and 16. He said, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have."
St. John 15 what?
15 and 16.
Oh, 15, 16.
Yeah. Because Yahweh Shah commissioned us, man, to do a work, and you know, he said that's what the scripture says. You know, many are called, few are chosen. Okay, now it might be a lot of men that's called, you know what I'm saying, but his chosen are actually gonna be the ones that's out here really doing the work that he set before them. All right, you got church pastors, man, that think they're called. Okay, but guess what? They got to do that. They got to do their part. They may have been called, but he's the Most High is cold with it, man. He can deceive. We were just talking about this last night with brother you called came in town in Nap, and you know the Lord can mess you. You know that's why you gotta always. As it says, the scripture says, man, prove yourselves, your own selves, whether you be in the faith. Okay, walk accordingly, man. Make sure you're walking according to what the scripture says, and not to your own understanding. Leading not to your own understanding. All right, because this work is basically the most important thing. All right, and like I said, charity to your brothers, man, and really, basically, your guideline is the scriptures. All right, I'm gonna start off as St. John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hated you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. So that's the only given thing, man. So we not looking for no love of this world, man. Fuck this place, man. You know, I strive. I pray. I was telling brothers, man. I prayed, you know, because I found myself murmuring, you know, dang, I prayed and I got a decent job, man. I'm able to do things, pay my bill, and I would be murmuring, dang, I ain't never got a deal. I had to like down there slap myself, like, man, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? You the bill came, but you can pay the bill. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you don't have the time to do what you need to do. Hey, man, but do what you got to do. Press towards the mark, man. Go to work. Do what you have to do, and push this word. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be fucking working, man. You know, and if you're a blessing, man, to be able to help other brothers, man, that's hey, the scripture says what, man? Prophets I don't have a quote there. Prophet's reward.
Oh, he that receive a prophet shall get a prophet's reward.
Yeah, prophet's reward, man. But so look, man, doing this work, man, Yahweh Shai is gonna reward you. Your treasures is being set up in heaven.
Gone.
All right, so Yahweh Shai got your back, man.
Gone.
All right, of course.
Yeah, precept to that John. Let me go back to it. Read it over. It says John 15. All right, verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. All right. Verse 19.
I was just going to say, go ahead and read 19.
If ye were of the world would love its own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hates you.
Hey, that's why these church pastors have such a huge followings, man. These mega churches, man. What's his name? The fucking Edomite.
Oh, all of these churches.
Basically all of them. All of them, because, according to where they at, those are huge followings. These pastors, these churches make millions, man. They making a lot of money.
Even the small time churches.
Small-time churches, yeah.
Like my church is you got something called a Kojic church.
Yeah.
And they got their whole denomination. Like they got their own denomination. Came up with their own denomination. They got a lot of followers.
No, they up under the Catholic Church. Kojic is a denomination falls up under what's the name, and it's all. That's if you.
Well, they don't consider themselves Catholic at all. I mean, I know.
They not Catholic, but all of it brings up under. That's like it's an order. They get to do what they want. They get to do up under that banner, but it flies up under the Catholic Church is the overseer of all these so-called churches. They're overseers, but they don't have to follow the Catholic doctrine.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Right. I mean, they separate themselves from being Catholic.
Right.
But all of that shit is bullshit,
Right.
Because what I was saying was like they got all of these denominations, but these people can come up with their own denomination, and then they get this mass amount of followers. How? Because they all love the world. Right. Because the world love its own. And if you look back in time, man, all through the scriptures, it gives many examples where the Lord was not dealing with a big number. All right, the Lord would never dealt with big numbers. All right, but it said. Precept to that, the Lord said, if they hate me, if they hate you, then they have hated me before you. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Why does it say that? Because the Lord he has to test you, man. He got to see, he got to prove you and see if you worth it. Just like how you got to prove gold. All right, we got to go through this. We got to go through this hell to get refined, man. All these impurities got to be burnt off of us. All right, verse 23. It says, but when they persecute you in this city, flee into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the sons of men be come. And that's the same thing we're gonna have to do when they persecute us on this time, man. When they come and persecute us in this city, we're supposed to flee to another one, man.
That's right.
Whether you got to go to another city, it don't literally mean go to another city, but you can go to the woods, wherever you got to go to escape persecution.
That's right.
All right, now some of us not going to be able to escape, So, this is verse 24. It says, the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. All right, so if they hated the Lord, then they got to hate us too, because we're servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and they spat on him, they whipped him.
Right.
All right. They gave him vinegar to drink. They tortured him by crucifixion. So,
that's so funny because that's what the churches escape. Like you were saying earlier, that these churches come up with their own denomination, but that's because that's something that they came up with. They come up with prosperity teaching. Nowhere in the scriptures, Yahweh Shai taught about prosperity. When he said, "I have your soul to prosper," he was meaning in this truth, man, in the truth. Not financially. He said, man, require thy daily bread, man. That's why he put the scripture in there, man think gainless godliness. Yeah. Because that's the things of this world. But they totally skip what you just read, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm at the same thing. This because it says the same thing. Were you in Matthew?
Yeah, that was Matthew 10.
And it's John. It said because he reiterates it. This is St. John 15:20. Remember the words that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. Okay, so that persecution is why ain't churches talking about, hey, what they say, the churches that got commercialized, man. They like, don't worry about nobody hating on you because God blessed you. No, man. That where the hell that shit come from?
That shit come out their own belly.
That shit they created out their own belly. No, Jake is persecuted alike. Even them niggas in them churches, man. They think that they got their finance, man, because they can try to pay, because they can pay their bills. But guess what? They still get persecuted. Because who's the great persecutor? Esau. Esau still got their ass, man.
True.
And the bigger persecution is what? You under the damn curses, nigga.
Yep.
You ain't getting away from that.
Nope.
Them curses is on your ass, man. They own Jake, man. All right. He said, persecute you if they have kept. He said the Lord. He said, if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you, which is coming. If they have kept my sayings, if we kept these sayings, because we have been, you can see us being persecuted. You can see the persecution of the camps out there, man. They just put forth the order. You gotta have 1,000 followers to put up a live video. We got. They passed the order a couple of years back, man. That if some type of dignitary coming to your city, you can't go out. You can't be out on a protest. Mm-hmm. Okay. All type of persecution coming towards us, man. Ain't nothing coming against them churches. Now judgment of how about Shem Yahushua is coming against these churches. You motherfuckers getting gunned down. You ain't safe in them motherfuckers no more. It's not safe on the streets because you went and had these buildings to be safe, man. All right. He said, if they kept my sayings, they will keep. Slacker. He said, if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they have known not him that sent me. Right, because they don't know Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua he only sent his men, man. All right? Go ahead.
John. This is going to the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye. All right, God, it says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil, for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in the day, and leap for joy, for behold, the reward is great in heaven. All right, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. See? Hey, let me get an example of that real quick. Because it said in like manner, what? In like manner did their fathers before the prophets, see? So in like manner, it happened in the days of old as well. People, this ain't nothing new, man. Ever since the beginning of time. It's the book of 1 Kings. 1 Kings 22. Now I started 17. All right. A prelude to this is the king of Judah, Jehoshaphat, came to the king of Israel at the time, all right, which is Ahab, and he said, is there not a prophet of the Lord that we can inquire of? And the wicked king of Ahab said, there is, but I hate him, because he only prophesied evil unto me, all right, because he was wicked. And because he prophesied in the name of the Lord the truth, they threw him in prison. All right. Now I'm gonna get what he said, what the Lord told him to say. All right, and then I'm gonna get the reaction of that, because they hate him that rebuketh and negate. Kings 22:18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did not I tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab, which is the king of Israel at that time, Ahab, that who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? See, the Lord is asking the host of heaven, who shall go up and persuade him to fall? All right, so the Lord's setting up his failure. It says, and one said on this matter, and the other said on that matter, And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? Basically meaning how? How you going to persuade him?
Right.
He said, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so.
Right.
All right. So so the Lord put a lying spirit in the mouth of his prophets because they was all wicked, man.
Right.
He had a bunch of yes men around him. And that's the same thing you pastors got, man. And everybody else is lying, telling different doctrines. Yeah, you righteous, shalom, all you niggas, man.
Yeah.
It says, now therefore, behold, the Lord have, keep in mind, the prophet Micah is telling the king of Israel this. He's telling the king of Israel, all your prophets are lying to you, and you're going to go up there and you're going to die. All right? So, keep going. It says, now therefore, behold, the Lord have put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thine prophets, and the Lord have spoken evil concerning thee. But Zedekiah, the son of Chedaniah, went near and smote Micah on the cheek. See, Micah was the one talking.
God.
So he smote him on the cheek. He slapped him. He hit him. It says, and said, which way went the spirit of the Lord from me to speak to thee? So he got mad. Was like, I'm a prophet too. Why did that same spirit come to me and speak it? So he slacked him because he was prophesying, man. It says, and Micah said, behold, thou shalt see in that day when thou shalt go into an inner chamber to hide thyself. So he told him basically, you gonna see when that spirit when in the day that when they on your ass. When you go in that chamber to hide thyself, you're gonna know that I was telling the truth. All right. It says, and the king of Israel said, take Micah and carry him back into Anan, the governor of the city, to Joash, the king's son, and say, thus saith the king, put this fellow into prison and feed him with the bread of affliction, with the water of affliction, until I come in peace. Nice. All right. And the king of Israel threw that prophet in prison because he spoke the words of the Lord, man.
Right.
And that's the same thing that's going to happen to us.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And we go back up. He said he put a lying spirit in all the mouth of his prophets. He brought 400 prophets to the gate. He brought 400 of them to the gate just to have a couple yes men.
Yeah.
You know?
John.
And then this crazy thing, because Jehoshaphat was righteous at the time. And I know he was righteous his entire life, but Jehoshaphat was righteous. All right, that's back when Judah was righteous and Israel was wicked. All right? Israel being the 10 tribes and then Judah being the 3 tribes. All right? And then Jehoshaphat asked him once, he said, is there a prophet that we can acquire of the Lord? And then he brought 400 men to the gate to prophesy. All right, then he asked him again, okay, I hear what you're saying, but is there another prophet? Because he knew them niggas was wicked. He said, man, I've never seen why you have to call 400 of them?
Yeah.
You only have, if he was a real man of the Lord, all you need was one.
All you need is one, right? Man,
or two, because sometimes prophets can have companies.
That's and that's the scriptures.
Yeah.
Like you told your brother, you know what I'm saying? You said, because out of mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses.
Yep.
You know, so the scriptures are always gonna back up everything in action too.
Yep.
All right. And let me read this. This is Sirach. To back up what you're saying. This is Sirach 42. I'm gonna start at 15. Because man, everything we have to always consider that this is the Lord's program, man. We're just part of what his plan. You know, and if we adhere to him, that's part of his plan. All right. He said, I will now remember, this is Sirach. He said, I will now remember the works of the Lord and declare the things that I have seen in the words of the Lord. See, are his works, the things that's in there, because the things that Yahushua want us to do are in his word. All right. Verse 16, the sun that giveth light looketh upon all things, and the works thereof is full of the glory of the Lord. The Lord hath given power to the saints to declare all his marvelous works, which the Almighty Lord firmly settled. That whatsoever is mighty be established for his glory. All right, the prophets is there for his glory only. Yep. That's what everything works together for the good, man. If you a wicked nigga, you are working together for Yahweh's glory. Well, these niggas out here is doing all this scoffing. Them niggas is there for a reason, man.
Yep.
Everybody got a role to play, man.
Yep.
All right.
Say you can do nothing against the truth before the truth,
because
the Lord's Spirit said the Lord will pour his spirit upon all flesh. Hey, he
That's
got evil spirits and
Hey,
righteous spirits.
Hey, do he not got Esau bringing out truth?
Yep.
Bro, I was just watching the dude go in depth more about Martin Luther King, not just the one where they said they smothered him, but he went in depth even more, saying that the dude, that the doctor, the head doctor that was over
Autopsy,
him,
yeah.
he over the autopsy, the son of the mafia man's son. Well, he was the same doctor, and the mafia man. It was all arranged that if that bullet didn't kill Martin Luther King, that he was supposed to go to that hospital, and the doctor declared, that same doctor that told him to let him die, he was the doctor of a mobster. Mm-hmm. And the mobster's son was 15 at the time and overheard him saying, if he don't die, that bullet don't kill him, bring him to this hospital. We'll make sure he don't leave up out of there. Okay. And that's the second witness. The first witness was the nurse. Yeah. The black nurse that they put out, her son heard his mother tell her. Mm-hmm. So, hey, again, the scriptures, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, which really that don't matter. But what I'm saying is that all this stuff is the truth. The scripture says he'll pour out his spirit on all flesh. That's right. Truth is at its all-time high right now, man. Anything you want to know, I talk to people at my job. I'm like, anything you want to know is on YouTube. It's on Google. It's on the internet, yeah. It's on the internet. Even us, we're on the internet. So truth is flooded right now, man.
You get salvation through the internet.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Cause why? Cause man, that's that horn, man. Yahweh Shah set that up, man. It said, that's why Esau can't shut it down.
It said knowledge shall increase.
That's right. That's right.
Was it?
No, yeah, that was it. Well, it was a little bit more. Let me see. Okay. He said, the Lord hath given power to his saints to declare all his marvelous works, which the Almighty will firmly settle, right? Which he will settle, right? With what? With thermonuclear destruction. That whosoever is mighty, whoever who might be established for his glory. Verse 18, he seeketh out the deep, and he seeketh out the deep in the heart, and considereth the crafty devices for their Lord. He said the crafty devices, for the Lord knoweth all they that be known, and he beholdeth the signs. Forgive my reading, man. I ain't got my glasses on.
Okay, I got
and
you.
He beholdeth the signs of the world.
Okay, it says, for the Lord knoweth all that may be known.
Man.
So he knoweth everything, all information on the face of the earth. He knows everything.
That's right.
And then it's
so there ain't nothing you can fake or do or in secret. Because in John he said what? He said go ahead and read that and I'll find it.
It says and he beholdeth the signs of the world. See, because he created the signs of the world. He created all the signs of the world, man. All right, because it said the moon, the stars, all right, the greater light and the lesser light. All right, he said these are all should be for signs, in times. He created the signs of the world. The prophecies are signs, He created all of that, All knowledge belongs to him.
Secret.
What you looking for? Quote it. You got it. Where is it?
Okay, this is
we got 5%. So.
Okay, this is St. John 18 and 20. He said, Yahweh Shah answered him, I spake openly to the world. I ever taught in the synagogues and in the temples. Rather, the Jews always resort, and in secret have I said nothing.
Yep.
Man,
he said, "What I revealed to you in dark, you shall shout upon the rooftops."
Shout upon the rooftops, man. Right? Yeah. Because why did he reveal it in the dark? He revealed to his prophets, his servants, the prophets, man.
Yep.
He telling us in secret, man, and we're to go proclaim it. All right, so man, that's why that secret society and all that bullshit, that shit, why we blow the cap off that shit, man. And Jake be thinking he knows something. Yeah, I know about the Illuminati. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That's you ain't even scratching the surface. Hey, Jake, no wickedness. That's it.
That's right.
All right. That's it, man.
All right, with that, we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakodash. All right, double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. And peace and salutation to all you Akim preaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. With sincerity. Hope this video is edifying through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, we'll say Shalom.
Shalom.